The Way of the Superior Man by Deida. 1. Stop hoping for a completion of anything in life. Many men fall into the trap of believing that there will come a time when their efforts finally culminate in a state of completion. They entertain thoughts like, if only they work hard enough, they might eventually reach a point where they can relax, or their partner will come to an understanding and cease her complaints, or they're enduring the present only, so they can someday pursue their true desires. This belief in a future fundamental change is a common misconception among men. However, the reality remains constant. Change is not coming in the way they envision. The cycle does not conclude. Life's perpetual motion means continuously engaging with the now through effort, play, and affection, all while offering the distinct gifts only they can provide. 2. Live as if your father were dead. To achieve true independence, a man needs to harbor love for his father while also liberating himself from any expectations or criticisms his father may impose. This separation is essential for him to become truly autonomous. 3. Never change your mind just to please a woman. If a woman suggests something that changes a man's perspective, then he should make a new decision based on his new perspective. But he should never betray his own deepest knowledge and intuition in order to please this woman or go along with her. Both she and he will be weakened by such an action. They will grow to resent each other, and the crust of accumulated inauthenticity will burden their love as well as their capacity for free action. 4. Your purpose must come before your relationship. Every man knows that his highest purpose in life cannot be reduced to any particular relationship. Weakening oneself for the sake of a relationship, cheating the woman of an authentic man. If a man prioritizes his relationship over his highest purpose, he weakens himself, deserves the universe, and cheats his woman of an authentic man who can offer her full, undivided presence. 5. Lean just beyond your edge. In any given moment, a man's growth is optimized if he leans just beyond his edge, his capacity, his fear. He should not be too lazy, happily stagnating in the zone of security and comfort. Nor should he push far beyond his edge, stressing himself unnecessarily, unable to metabolize his experience. He should lean just slightly beyond the edge of fear and discomfort constantly in everything he does. 6. If you don't know your purpose, discover it now. If you're uncertain about your life's purpose, it's crucial to find it immediately. Lacking a clear life goal leaves a man aimless, merely reacting to circumstances instead of shaping them. Ignorance of his true purpose leads to a life of diminished vigor and effectiveness, which might ultimately manifest in a loss of sexual vitality or engagement in passionless, routine sexual activities. 7. Be willing to change everything in your life. A man must be prepared to give 100% to his purpose, fulfill his karma or dissolve it, and then let go of that specific form of living. He must be capable of not knowing what to do with his life, entering a period of unknowingness and waiting for a vision or a new form of purpose to emerge. These cycles of strong, specific action, followed by periods of not knowing what the hell is going on, are natural for a man who is shedding layers of karma in his relaxation into truth. 8. Don't use your family as an excuse. Should a man fail to identify or constantly neglects his fundamental mission, especially if he justifies this neglect by citing family responsibilities, his essence will diminish, resulting in a lack of depth and attentiveness. This shift causes his partner to doubt him and diminishes the sexual dynamics between them, despite his active involvement in parenting and household chores. While it's essential for a man to actively engage in child rearing and household management, forsaking his core mission in favor of these duties leads to adverse outcomes for all involved. 9. Don't get lost in tasks and duties. Whatever the specifics of a man's purpose, he must always refresh the transcendental element of his life through regular meditation and retreat. A man should never get lost in the details of his life and forget that ultimately and in truth, life amounts to nothing other than what is the deepest truth of this present moment. 10. Don't force the feminine to make decisions. When a man steps back expecting his partner to always take the lead in making choices and facing the outcomes alone, he's essentially holding back his supportive role. This shift forces his partner to amplify her assertiveness and independence, qualities typically associated with masculinity. While it's beneficial for individuals to develop the ability to make firm decisions, a man's complete withdrawal from sharing guidance and direction leaves his partner bearing an undue burden. This lack of shared decision-making can lead to her becoming increasingly defensive and skeptical of his commitment. Eventually, this dynamic may erode the trust and intimacy between them, pushing her to adopt a stance of self-reliance and distancing herself from the partnership's collaborative essence. 11. What she wants is not what she says. At times, a woman may ask something of her partner in clear terms, not with the intention of having him carry out the task, but rather to gauge whether he lacks the strength to refuse. Essentially, she is assessing his ability to prioritize what is correct over merely acquiescing to her demands. When a man complies with such a request, it might lead to his partner feeling let down and frustrated, leaving him bewildered about the cause of her displeasure and uncertain about how to satisfy her. It's crucial for him to understand that her sense of trust and respect is not built on his willingness to fulfill every request she makes. Instead, it grows from his ability to foster an environment filled with love, awareness, and prosperity, even when it means not adhering to her every wish. 12. She doesn't really want to be number one. Occasionally, it appears a woman desires to be the central focus of her partner's life. Yet, if she becomes his top priority, she may sense that he lacks a broader commitment or path towards spiritual or personal growth and contribution. This perception of being his sole source of joy can lead to her feeling overwhelmed by his dependency, experiencing his affection as overly possessive. Deep down, what a woman truly seeks is a partner who is wholeheartedly committed to his own profound mission, while also cherishing her deeply. Although she might not openly acknowledge this, she aspires to be with someone who, if necessary, would place his ultimate calling above the relationship itself. 13. She wants to relax in the demonstration of your direction. A woman needs to have confidence that you can lead, especially if she decides to soften her assertive side. This applies across various aspects of life, including financial, intimate, emotional, and spiritual realms. It's not necessary for the man to handle everything on his own, but he should be capable of guiding the direction of their journey together, enabling her to embrace her femininity with ease and without worry.